We're going beast mode today, boys and girls. Let's just cut straight to the walk round. I'm excited to show you this one. Look at it. Right, if you're a regular to the channel, you are going to have seen the Benelli Leoncino 125 that I did a review on a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago. I did promise then, I was hoping to get out on the big boy. Here we have the Leoncino 800. Let's have a look round, shall we? I really like this bike. This really is the sexy close-up. Just look at the state of this. Gang, it's just typical with Benelli, isn't it, at the minute? The styling on these bikes is absolutely stunning. Look at the exhaust. It's like a shotgun sticking out the back there, and it does sound really, really nice as well. We have got some 17-inch spoked wheels at the front. 320mm front discs, and at the rear we've got a single disc, adjustable rear suspension, ABS braking, upside down forks. I do like the chunky tyres as well. It's substantial foot peg, and I do like the rear brake as well. Everything about this bike is quite chunky. The clear lens LEDs as well at the back for the indicators and your brake light. Really nice comfortable seat, loads of padding on that. Same goes for your passenger as well, and again passenger foot pegs nice and chunky. Side stand on this, there's no centre stand. Buttons everywhere. See, this is not normal for Benelli, but I'll try and work out what they all do. So more than normal. We've got your horn, your indicator, your high, low beam, and your flash. So they're like the standard that you get everywhere. On the right hand side, again, lots more than what you'd normally get, certainly for Benelli. You've got your engine start, your hazard lights, your engine cut off. But then we've also got all these extra buttons as well. And it looks like it's all going to work the screen, so let's go straight to the screen, show you that. Look at that. Now, a rev meter that goes up that way, but it also goes down that way as well, both at the same time when we're riding. That's pretty cool. We've got your fuel gauge, engine temperature, speedo, gear indicator, and trip computers and total miles. You can see this is just a brand spanking new bike. It's only got 2 miles on it. How good does that look lit up? I like that. We have adjustable levers as well. The seat is quite high on this bike. It's got a high seat. I'll jump on it, I'll show you exactly what I mean as far as my feet go, where they dangle. So, balls on my feet. If I stop, I can flat foot one side, but then the other side's dangling, so it's not too bad for a road bike. It's not really any neither, because the floor's relatively flat, isn't it? It's only off-roaders I have problems with if it's a bit too tall. But yeah, no issues with this. It's just a high seat. I'm 5'8". If you've watched the channel before, you'll know I'm not a big chap. So if you are taller, you'll have no issues. If you're smaller, best thing to do is to go and throw your leg over one of these bikes. Have a look and see if it fits you okay, because it is tall. I need to stop talking about it, stop walking around it, and go bloody riding. I've got to let you listen to how good this bike sounds, haven't I? So if you look here, the rev meter is on both sides, so it just mirrors top and bottom, so you can see your revs there. Yeah, that looks really cool. And I also like how the graphics are as well with the gear changes. So it doesn't just appear like most bikes just have the number on, so it changes, you know, as you go up and down your gears. But this, it's just rolls up and down. So we change to neutral, 2, 3, 4. I think that is such a cool little touch. I like that. It's just a little thing, but I just think it looks really smart. I'm in a car park, so I've got to do the obligatory brake test. There's a few wet leaves about, so I'm not going to go too quickly with it, but I will get a little bit of speed up. Okay, so the brakes are alright. I mean, they're not brilliant, but that being said, this is a brand spanking new bike, so everything has pretty much still got its plastic wrapper on it. But the brakes are alright. I'm being very cautious. You can see there's wet leaves everywhere, so I can't slam on because I'll end up dropping this beautiful bike, and I'm not taking this bike back with a scratch on. The guys at Into Moto would kill me, I think. They'd certainly stop being so nice to me and let me go out on these bikes. So let's see what it's like. Come on, let's give it some. How good is that? This big beast is beautiful, isn't it? You can feel the power though, just that little twist of the throttle, and you can tell it's got a bit of naughtiness about it. It's one of those bikes that you walk into the showroom and your eyes are drawn to it, and I think that's just typical for Benellis at the minute. I think all the Benellis, they just look striking to me. They just look really, really stylish, and this is just like the rest of them, but it's bigger. Is bigger better? We shall see as the test ride goes, but so far so good. I mean, it feels really comfortable. Nice little growl. Whoa. Oh, it's a bit windy going over that bridge today. What's not to like? It's a gorgeous looking machine that has enough power to keep you grinning from ear to ear. What's your views on this bike? Let me know in the comments. Have you got one of these bikes? Because I've not seen many on the roads. In fact, I don't recall seeing any on the roads, and I think that is a crying shame, you know. I would love to have one of these in my collection. In fact, I would love to have a collection. What am I talking about? It's in danger of making me smile and making me happy, this bike. We'll have none of it. We'll have none of it. I've got to stay miserable. No, I'll tell you what, this is a great bike. So I know you've had a look round the bike, so let me know your thoughts on it. What do you think of the looks? I don't think you can argue with the looks. You know, there's a lot of bikes out there around this kind of engine size, and some of them, don't get me wrong, some of them are lovely to look at, but I just think Benelli at the minute, the style of these bikes is just something else. I just really am enjoying the bikes that they're coming out with. I thought the 125 was it's a nice bike, really comfortable, but this has got the same kind of styling, the same kind of niceness about it, you know, the thing that draws your eyes all over the place, the different styling touches. But the difference with this, where the 125 was a comfortable ride and it was quite nippy for a 125, this is a proper big boy or big girl's bike. This is, it's got some proper grunt to it, and I would genuinely love to actually have one of these bikes myself. and it's rare me saying that because I do love bikes and I can appreciate all different bikes of all different shapes and sizes, but this is a bike that I could actually live with myself, and I'll put the facts and figures on at the end. But it is a lovely place to sit. I feel nice and comfortable. I feel really confident with it. It just feels really nice round the bends, and it is on brand spanking new tyre, so I'm not being silly, it's just being nice and careful. But you get the general drift. When I'm wafting around these bends, you can feel how stable it is and how it feels, and it feels really, really good. It just feels like a bit of a brute that's got loads of power to get you into trouble, but the good kind of trouble. So I would love to take this bike home with me, but I can't. They won't let me. I think we should start a petition. Or start a petition. People start petition for loads of stupid stuff. Start one so I get a nice 800cc leoncino given to me. Come on, you know you wanna. Unfortunately, I do have to take it back. So what I've learned today with this bike is absolutely gorgeous. It's lovely to look at, looks cool as anything. Now it rides as good as it looks, fact, and the prices for these bikes are really, really good as well. You know, you compare this to like your Yamaha MT-09s and stuff, and I think this looks nicer than the MT-09. I really do think it looks nicer. There's a lot more style with this, I think. Look at that, even the screen. I keep looking at the screen just watching those revs go up, but it's absolutely awesome, this bike. So the summary, the easiest way to summarize this bike is it's bloody awesome. This is a fun bike, so it's getting a massive thumbs up from me. And if you're considering a bike of this type, this style, please go and have a look at one of these. These guys at Into Moto, they always have one in the showroom that you can jump on, and if you go and get something similar to this, the first one of these you see at the car park next to you, you'll regret not having a go on one. So that's all I'm going to say. That's going to do me for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give me a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing, because the more the merrier, and it really does help the channel. So thanks a lot guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.